This weekend, I found a journal from a little over a year ago, and the words on the pages were so profound, so powerful, yes, personal, but so important to you that I needed to share them.
With all the opportunities that exist today, why haven't you reached your next level of income, life, and wealth? In most cases, we've been lied to. We've been told that if you find the right opportunity and you work hard, you can be successful. And that's simply not true. Millionaires, billionaires, and successful people have realized you need the foundation for wealth, the habits. And that's exactly what you'll be learning on the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. All success starts here.
Today may be another one of those podcasts where I get super personal, expose myself, become transparent, be authentic, because I wish someone did it for me. I wish someone would have pounded into my brain week after week after week that it's not the end game. It's not the magic money machine. It's not the invention you come up with. Success starts at your core. Success starts with the right habits, with the right principles, with the right values. Everybody's trying to plug in the get-rich-quick schemes on top of the wrong foundation, on top of the wrong rules, and then you wonder why you go from opportunity to opportunity and you never go deep. You never make the money. You never become a millionaire, never become financially independent. I will scream from the mountaintops. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's the success I've been blessed to have, but I obsess on looking backwards, understanding what got me here. It wasn't cars when I was in high school. It wasn't cutting firewood when I was in early high school. It wasn't real estate. It wasn't building houses or renting houses or flipping houses. Yes, that was the end result. Writing books, creating courses, doing live events. Yes, that was the end result to massive success in my life. Blessed beyond belief. But if I go upstream, if I really look at what got me here, what powered through unsupportive parents or friends or not having money and not having a college education, not feeling that smart, not having the confidence in some cases, had nothing to do with those. It had to do with the principles that we're talking about right here on the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. That's why I always say all success starts here. Well, today there's a white pad that I wanted to share with you. And today I want to talk about the power of projection, the power of writing down an incantation, as Tony Robbins likes to talk about, writing down a phrase, your power phrase, something you can say, but it hasn't happened yet. I know that sounds weird, right? I'm sure you've maybe heard of The Secret and manifestation. I get all that, but that's kind of not the rules that I follow. I know that there has to be action taken in order to get to the end result you want. You could say, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I have freedom, I have joy. But if you don't get your ass off the couch, if you don't take action, if you don't put the thoughts in your mind into play, then it's something you're just going to be talking about for the rest of your life. So I love the fact of projecting. I love the fact of pretending it's a year from now and thinking through what the best year of your life is like and feeling it, let those emotions hit. But then you got to go out there and take action. So I wanted to share with you really raw what's on this page. This page in front of me, if you're watching video, you'd see it, but I'll just talk about it because I've only held it up for a second. Anyway, in 2016, 2017, I went through a divorce. Didn't tell anybody, didn't tell the world. It was so frightening to me, I can't even tell you. It was frightening to me because I love being a dad. I love seeing my kids every single day. I knew the relationship wasn't right. We both knew for a very long time, but we were both petrified. Well, when the divorce was actually happening and I actually moved out of the house, I got anxiety, I got fears, I got worries, things from my childhood. My parents were married 9 times when I was young, and that obviously left an impression, left something that I bottled up. Like picture a champagne bottle that I tucked in all the fears, all the worries, all the loneliness, missing my mom when she moved away, all those things. I tucked them down into this champagne bottle and I put a tight damn lid on it. And I found a way to thrive through business, through life, through obsessing on personal growth, obsessing on success, getting good friendships and relationships in my life. And I ignored that part for a gazillion years. And then all of a sudden, when I faced divorce, I faced leaving my kids and waking up in a house and they're not there. It was like the top of the champagne bottle popped off. And it all came flooding out like, oh my God, in my head, I'm like, I work on this every day. I write books on it. This is who I am. And then I go visit my friends, people that I'm blessed to believe it, that they're the greatest on the planet when it comes to taking your life to another level. And they expressed that they went through similar things, and we all had to face it. So with that said, I did a lot of things to try to get through this. I focused. I couldn't think through it, even though I thought I could. I couldn't think through a better future. So I started writing down. You could call them incantations. You could call them whatever you want. Future pacing. You could call them empowerment phrases. But I want to share with you what I wrote down in 2017. I feel love when I give love. Think about that. Instead of feeling love when someone gives it to you, I want to feel love when I give it. Look at that is. That's just the reframing of love. So many of us go through life, and what's this got to do with success? Everything, because if your internal's off, your external can't work right. So for me, I said, if I feel love, it's going to be because I give love, not because I need it, because I would feel like I'm going to be missing my kids. I'm not going to be in a relationship or whatever that is, right? I'm never alone. This is my personal beliefs. I'm never alone because God is always with me. Then my next thing, I said, all I need to be successful, I already have. I just have to turn inward. I wrote down, I can get through this and will be a better father, a better man, a better leader, a better teacher, and I'll do the world a justice if I get through this. My next level, this is the next one, my next level of life is on the other side of this biggest fear. Face it. Fear is gone once you face it. Authenticity is the key to happiness. Think about that. Authenticity is the key to happiness. Yes, blatant, obsessive authenticity. What's on your mind, what's on your heart. The bullshit has to stop. The cover-up has to stop. I knew that authenticity was the key to my happiness. I let myself love with no fear. Love with resistance, love with worry it could go away, love with being upset. It's not real love, it's restricted love. Again, going back to the first one, I'm going to feel love when I give love, not when I receive it. So I might as well give the most love I possibly have to give. The next one I wrote down is, I won't manage my emotions. I'll let them be raw, I'll feel them, and I'll work through them. Think about that. Let your emotions be raw. Who wants that, right? You want to tuck it back in that champagne bottle. No, I saw what happened when the cork came off. Leave the bottle off, let emotions come, feel it, process it, and let them flow right through you. Now, there's a lot more. There's 4 pages here, but I'm only going to give you one more. Direction determines my destination. When insecure, tell the truth. Now, why did I read you this so personal? This was me. I've gotten through the biggest business deals you could ever imagine. From that kid cutting firewood and flipping cars, I've gone on to, do incredible things and live a life I could have only dreamed of. But I don't know if I dealt with it on the depths in my personal life. When I look back at this, and I wrote this in 2017, guess what? I didn't focus on this every day. I didn't directly create the path and plan on how to get these, but I took action immediately. I remember saying these for almost a month straight every day. And it was almost like the universe, God, took over and started guiding me in those directions. Remember, I didn't just sit and say, when I give love, I'll feel love. When I give love, I'll feel love. I said it, but I was consciously aware that when I gave extra love to the people that work with me, extra love to my family, extra love to my kids, I said, wow. And I remember feeling goosebumps. So I was living it. I was taking action with it. I wasn't just talking about it. I want to tell you now, almost a year and a half later from writing this down, I do feel love when I give love. I never feel alone when I used to. I think because my parents were married and divorced, I was alone a lot. I think inside I felt a fear of going to be abandoned. Just being honest, this is as transparent and raw as I can get. I don't. It's gone. All I need is within inside me. I know that. I create my authenticity. I create my enthusiasm. I create my happiness. The world's not responsible for my happiness. My spouse or future spouse or kids, they're not responsible for my happiness. I am, and I can create it. My next level of life did live on the other side of my biggest fear. Turn your ship towards the thing you've been avoiding and face it and deal with it. Go through the storm. On the other side of the storm is the next level of calm, happiness, joy, abundance. Fear is gone when you face it. Authenticity. I've been more authentic in my life than ever before. I don't have one single secret, nothing. And it feels so incredibly congruent to who I am as a man. How would that feel? Well, there's nothing. People just know you. You're not somebody different for a million different people. And if you could see why this is so important to your next level of success, whatever that success means to you in your life, then make sure as soon as you're done listening, you go to subscribetodean.com. Subscribetodean.com and subscribe to this podcast. It's the only place you can get a bunch of free gifts and discounts and all kinds of cool stuff. Let myself love with no fear. I do. Unconditionally. My ability to love, as much as I thought I had this empathetic, huge heart, loving heart, it's on a whole nother level because this is what I decided to do. I don't manage my emotions. And lastly, the direction I have is laid out. I know exactly where my future is. I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. And when I keep my ship pointed in that direction, that's the evolution of my life. I know this podcast was a lot about me today, sharing my story, my stuff. But hey, we're all so similar. We all face the same crap. And if I could find a faster way, if I could forge a path, if I could give you a roadmap through a spot in your life where you may feel stuck, where you may think you need this magic money machine to get wealthy when really you got to go upstream and fix the relationship, be a better man, be a better woman, resolve issues, let go of pain. I don't know what it is, but I know this. All my experiences, all my failures, all my successes, it comes down to your habits, your values, and your principles. Work on them and watch your life change. Remember, all success starts here.
Listen, if you like the video, make sure you click subscribe right now so you never miss an episode. And while you're there, click the notification bell so you'll know when the next one goes live. You can always follow us on Instagram, and if you don't already have Millionaire Success Habits, you can grab it for free at deansfreebook.com. Remember, all success starts here.